And the plain violins polka.
Hey, what's going on?
And with that, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. We are at St. Stan's Church Grounds in Amsterdam, New York, here at St. Stan's
Okay,
Parish
we got a
Festival.
whole family from Pennsylvania, so if you have any requests, a song you'd like to hear, anything like that, don't be shy.
How's the video picture quality out there, folks? Let us know. Give us a thumbs up and a comment. We appreciate it.
We'll see what we can play.
Let your friends, family, and everyone else know we are on Facebook Live. And as always, we want to say a big hello to our viewers out there who watch us, who do the Facebook Live videos, wherever we go. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us as always.
Oh,
Pass the word.
that's a
Let your
doozy.
friends, family know by texting, calling, emailing them, and saying we're on. Hopefully they get it. Great to hear there, Christine. Great to hear, Ivan. Appreciate. So, folks, we'll be able to do Facebook Live both probably today and tomorrow with the Polka Family Band. Live from St. Stan's in Amsterdam, New York. This is the St. Stan's Parish Festival. And this is day 1 of 2, and we are listening to the Polka Family Band, a 4-time Grammy-nominated band, who we, of course, heard, along with everyone else, at Ocean Beach Park Polka Days 2 weeks ago, and they did an outstanding job. Of course, they played Seven Springs last weekend. They did an outstanding job there. Quickly, hats off to Richie and Wally Dombrowski and Mary Rose, Renee, and all the staff of Ocean Beach Park Polka Days for a great OBPPD. And also to the Bozunchik family, a great Seven Springs they had last weekend in Champion, Pennsylvania. So, hats off to all those people for 2 great festivals the last 2 weekends. Make sure to make your plans for next year's Ocean Beach Park Polka Days, June 19th to the 22nd. And for those folks who are going to Pulaski in a couple weeks, 2 weeks to be exact, this is one of the bands that'll be playing up there. So this is kind of like a little preview warm-up, what you're hearing for 2 weeks from now. And of course, in 3 weeks, they're playing for the Halo Enterprises Parkinson's Research Fund event, Michael J. Fox Foundation, 6th annual. So this is kind of like a
one
warm-up.
called the Adam and Eve Polka, and we do have all of our compact discs available. $20 each, or 2 for $30. We have t-shirts available also. And this is on one of our family favorites, number 4. Here we go.
If you're just tuning in, wondering where we're at St. Stan's Church grounds here at St. Stan's Church, their Parish Festival in Amsterdam, New York, and this is the Polka Family Band. They're just kicking off the first set of the afternoon and the evening. They played a polka mass and they sounded very good. Fortunately, got here 20 minutes into it, so we don't have no live video of it. But we hope everyone enjoys the next 4+ hours of music from this great band. So let your friends know, call them, text them, email them, whatever you got to do.
Okay, roll another video here. One called the Apples, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie. Polka medley.
And they're going to be playing till 9, maybe even perhaps past 9, so you never know. Stick around.
Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, who's not ready?
hello to our regular viewers who tune in and watch us.
All right, let's give you a waltz.
We thank everyone for joining us and tuning in, and we always thank our regular viewers who tune in on a regular basis for our Facebook Live videos. We appreciate it. Kuya Badzo. And appreciate you joining us here in Amsterdam, New York, as we're listening to the Polka Family Band here at St. Stan's.
Okay, we'll give you a waltz. Yes, sir.
And this is day one of the St. Stan's Parish Festival.
That's us?
And we'll play until 9 o'clock.
Oh,
We'll
wow.
pass.
Okay, wonderful.
The Polka Family Band, and they'll be back.
Okay, so let's do a waltz
from
right now. Waltz
7
time.
p.m. So stick around for lots more music. Plenty of music today and lots more tomorrow. So you folks tune in and enjoy the music from wherever you may be. And if you folks out there were watching from around the Capital Region or in the Mohawk Valley, the Catskills, the Leatherstocking region, Central New York, and even the Southern Tier, you still got time to come up and join us even tonight. And if not tonight, today or tonight, you can join us tomorrow for day 2. And we're hoping the weather holds up and cooperating, so we're giving those good old prayers that the rain holds off for tomorrow. We've got a nice afternoon and evening here, and we're hoping for the same for tomorrow. So if you're just tuning in, thanks for joining us. And if you've been sticking around since we started, thanks for sticking around, hanging in there. And be sure to have those phones, tablets,
Exactly. What are you
computers.
looking at? One called the Bricklayer's Waltz.
The full
Moulage.
afternoon, evening of music today.
Zach's over there flirting with the girls.
Tomorrow.
Or flirting with his girl. Or he's flirting with his saxophone. Waltz Vinglier. Okay, we're gonna do an Only Buddy Goodie Obelic time. And these are all available on our family favorites. We have 4 of them. There are no duplicate songs. I hated as a kid buying records or records at the time, and they had the same song on 6 albums. We don't do that. We've got 13 CDs over there. There are no duplicates. We mainly do nothing but original polka music, but right now we're just letting you guys get warmed up, so we're playing all old songs off the old CDs. There we go, one called the Rano Rano, so we'll start with the drums and the accordions just kind of grinding. 1, 2, 3, razbacze. There you go, come on, get your favorite Obelic partner. Of course, the Obelic is one of the only dances that comes straight from Poland. Hey, early morning Obelic. Okay, we have a set of keys. If you lost your
Well, if
keys,
you're just tuning in, wondering where we're at, we're at St. Stan's Parish Festival, St. Stan's in Amsterdam, New York, church grounds here in Amsterdam, New York. And this is the Polka Family Band, a four-time Grammy-nominated band, originally from California, residing in
okay, hunky style, coming right us to a hunky style polka. And we're going to do one called Yijelala Shiena Picnic.
They're going to go to
we're having a Polish picnic right here in Amsterdam.
Perhaps, you never
get your
know.
beer, get your
pierogies. They'll be back from 3 to 7 p.m. So you folks stick around for a lot of great music today, tonight, as well as tomorrow. We have a nice afternoon on hand here in Amsterdam, New York, and we're hoping that the weather cooperates, holds up for tomorrow here in Amsterdam.
All right, nobody goodie. This is on our Family Favorites Volume Number 2. A song written by the Ampliers from Chicago.
We hope everyone's doing well out
everybody
there.
clap your hands together. Let's
Saturday
go.
afternoon, Saturday evening, wherever you may be. Thanks for joining us.
Are you ready? Love, 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 love. Dig it up, dig it, dig it up. In Spanish. Love, love, love. Dig it up, dig it, dig it up. In Greek. Love, 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 love. Dig it up. In American. Love, 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 love. Dig it up. Picnic. Okay, did you find our owner?
So, Joe Rump, you were asking about where we're at. We're at St. Stan's Church, St. Stan's Parish grounds. Amsterdam, New York is where we're at. This is St. Stan's
Oh, they gotta
Parish
move their
Festival,
car or it's
and
going
this
to
is
be
the
moved
Polka
forward.
family band.
Richard Smith and Kathleen Navazio, please move your vehicle.
Tonight and tomorrow. So this is where we're at, Joe. Thanks for
Okay,
asking.
my request, the Polka family
And
original here.
Helena
One pound of
Grabash,
Kathy's
you're very
Polka.
welcome. And glad we could
Kasha,
share this to
Moya,
all of you.
Kasha.
And also,
This is
likewise,
off of our
there, Diane
Grammy-nominated
Gabor, you're very welcome.
Fiddle
as
Battle
always,
recording,
too.
which we do have here available today. Off of our Fiddle Battle compact disc, one called Kasha, Moya Kasha.
Glad we can bring the sights and sounds to all of you here in Amsterdam, New York. Most of all, thanks for joining us as always. We appreciate it.
And we have this up here just in case anybody wants to hang their clothing out during the set or when we take a break. Or I feel like I'm working in a factory, something will be coming by any second. I'm gonna have to grab it down and attach it and move it to the next spot. I'll tell you a funny story. I was 13 years old and I was fishing at my Uncle Jerry's house. He had a cabin. And I throw the line out. And I'm like reeling in, everybody else is standing there, they're catching fish. All of a sudden my fish goes 50 feet straight up. And I'm like, what the heck? I caught a flying fish. I got it caught over the telephone line. And the fish went straight up in the air. I'll be back around Tuesday. Yesterday she told me that she belonged to me. Polka, Kasha, Moja Kasha. Dziękuję. Thank you very, very much. And again, if you've got a request, don't be shy. If we can play it for you, we'll play it for you. Let's do an instrumental polka here, one called the Andes Polka. Andes Polka. Donna is here. Oh, Donna. Oh. Joe will sing it for you later. Okay, so the Andes Polka, so we need you guys to help us out. We're going to do a little introduction, and we want you to yell, hey! Everybody together, ready? 1, 2. That was perfect. Let's try that again. 1, 2.
Hey!
Okay, so we're going to go bum, 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 bum.
Hey!
Okay, just like the Giants won the Super Bowl. Again. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey!
Okay, we got a couple Giants fans. How about if the Jets never win the Super Bowl? Bum, 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 bum.
Hey!
Nope, the same people. They're cheering for the same team. How about if the Buffalo Bills ever win the Super Bowl? Bum, 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 bum.
Hey!
Oh, that was better. Yes, I know. The Buffalo Bills and my Vikings are in the same league. We will never win the Super Bowl. Until it's not called the Super Bowl anymore.
you're wondering where we're at St. Stan's Parish grounds here at St. Stan's Church in Amsterdam, New York, and this is the Polka Family Band. And this is day 1 of 2 with them here in Amsterdam, New York, and they're going until 9 p.m. tonight, and then tomorrow 3 to 7. This is the first set of the afternoon evening with the Polka Family Band. If you're just tuning in, thanks for joining us. If you've been tuned in since we started at well after 5, thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you let everyone know that we are on Facebook Live here in Amsterdam, New York. And if you happen to be within a ear rim shot of where we're at, whether you're in the capital region, the Mohawk Valley, the central New York, southern tier, Loverstock region, come on over. There's music till 9 o'clock tonight.
All right.
And music continues tomorrow.
Waltz time by request, the one called The Mother of Mine Waltz. This is again off of our Grammy-nominated Little Fattle recording. So here we go, one called The Mother of Mine Waltz.
Você że sama gdy smutny byłem, tyś mnie cieszyła, tyś mnie cieszyła i ładnie ucałowała. Cieszy nas miłość, wszystko dobre, nie
do a battle recording, one called The Mother of Mine Waltz.
You just tuned in, wondering where we're at. We're at St. Stan's Parish grounds at St. Stan's Church in Amsterdam, New York, on Cornell Street. And you're located in the Mohawk Valley area of New York State, of course, Amsterdam, New York is. And we are listening to the fine sounds, super sounds of the 4-time Grammy-nominated Polka Family Band, who's playing for us here for the 2 days, today and tomorrow. And we are on until 9 p.m. tonight, and then back tomorrow from 3 to 7 p.m. So you folks stick around, a lot more music to come. This is only set one of the afternoon evening for today into tonight. And of course there's another day tomorrow, so stick around. With your friends, family, whoever know that we are I'm doing Facebook Live with Polka Family. As always, we thank you for joining us. I hope everyone's doing well out there on this Saturday.
All right, of course, the Polka family is originally from Riverside, California. And we grew up playing nothing but Mexican norteño music. Our last name is actually Nava on the Mexican side, and the Polish side, of course, is Guzevich. So we started playing Mexican music since I was 6 years old, and then we stopped playing Mexican music when we moved to Pennsylvania and joined the polka circuit, and then started playing in the polka circuit for the past 48 years. We have 4 Grammy nominations, a couple songs of the year, original tunes, but this is a Mexican tune. Okay, a mariachi tune played as a Tex-Mex, so you can get out there and dance the polka. It's the same beat. One called Hablando Claro.
Y es que no quieres saborear
there we go. Something different there. One called Hablando Claro. Who's the glasses? All right, a Happy Louie polka coming your way. And again, we have all that kind of music on our CDs available. Right over here to the left side, or you can download, go to Polka Family, and just punch it in and it'll show up and you'll find us somewhere on the internet. Polka Family. The original band was called Los Taconazos from California. All right, here we go. One called the Mountain Park Polka for all the, you don't get it? For all the Happy Louie fans. Przyjaciecie tak prędko! A jedzie latanie na Mountain Park. A dobrze, dobrze! Raz, dwa! back after a short pause for the cause. We hope you're enjoying yourselves.
If you missed any
And
part of
again,
this,
we do have our
go back to
compact
the
disc
start,
available.
watch
You
it
can
when
see
it
my
comes back.
son Jacob
See you in a
over
little
here.
bit.
Take some of our happy music home with you. We do have
See you in a little bit,
t-shirts
folks. Bye
available
for now.
also.